you've witnessed somebody verbally abuse somebody before, and they're in this room right now. Raise your hand high. I want to see those hands. Good. Now let me talk to whoever that is, and I don't need to know who you are by name, because all of your peers just raised their hands and they identified you. They're thinking about you right now. And I don't know where you are, young gun or hot shot, whoever you think you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much of an image you want to portray. I want to talk to you and tell you exactly who you are. And every single one of those peers that raised their hands just now, they're thinking of you. And so just because I don't know who you are, they do. And I have the microphone, and I'm going to talk to you real quick because I know who you are. You come to school, and you want to pick on and step on the ones that don't meet your image. You want to bully and make fun of kids that don't look like you or don't talk like you. But see, I know who you really are. I know who you are when no one's around. I know who you are when it's just you and yourself and your thought process and your home life. I know who you are when you wake up and you roll out of bed and you stand in front of that mirror and you brush your gums. I know who you are. You're a young man or a young woman who does not like what they see in the mirror. You have no self-esteem. You have no self-value. You have no self-worth. You're broken inside. Maybe your home life's tore up. Maybe you don't know what it's like and you don't know how to express your anger or your issues, and you don't like what you see. You're trying to chase these images down. You don't think you're beautiful, so you masquerade and you put on your fake face and you put on your fake attitude and you come to school, but you have no self-worth, you have no self-value, and you struggle with life, so you wear a mask because you don't know how to express your pain and your anger, your frustration. So what you do is you come to school and you find a group of friends, and those group of friends all are broken just like both of you, and you find kids that don't look like you, that don't talk like you, and you make fun of them because you need the laughs of those around you. You need the self-approval of those around you, because that's what feeds your self-esteem. That's what feeds your ego. That's what feeds that you think that you have value, because you don't know how to express the fact that you're broken and you're hurting and you need help. You've lost how to communicate with your counselors. You've lost how to communicate with your parents. You don't know how to express the issues that you're having in your life. You're not happy with yourself. And when you look in the mirror, you feel just as broken. But you come to school and you step on the neck of your peers. You step on the neck of those that care about you. This is a family. And you come here and you verbally abuse kids to make yourself feel better. That ain't it, man. And all those kids that just raised their hands, they were thinking about you. And every one of you that raised your hands, that was thinking about somebody, I promise you, guarantee it, it's 100% truth. I've talked over hundreds of thousands of kids. I deal with this all the time. I know the bully, whoever they are, they're just as broken, if not more broken, and have less value than what you feel like you even have. And they have to feed that issue of other people. So don't give them no time of day. Even some of them right now are angry. So when you see them out here making fun of other kids, or you see them out here clowning on somebody because they don't look or talk or meet a certain status quo, you just realize they've just exposed their hand. They're the one that's hurting. They're the weak one. They're the broken one, and they're the ones that needs help. So, bully, let me now talk to you this way. Stop doing what you're doing. There's a healthier way. You have value. You have worth. You're a beautiful individual on the inside. You don't have to maintain the image anymore. But what you need to do is you need to find the tools. You need to begin to be willing to take off the mask and reveal and be transparent with people around you. Because if you don't, you're just going to go through life and you're never going to be happy. There is a healthier way for you to express your issue than making fun of your peers. Because let me tell you what you're doing. And you think it's okay and you think it's funny. But see, I used to be one of those kids that was willing to put myself in an environment that was really unhealthy. I was verbally abused. Let me ask this question. Who in the school this year has heard somebody, not you, possibly you, but you've heard somebody talk about suicide and committing suicide? Raise your hand. You've heard somebody talk about committing suicide in the school. Raise your hand. Don't be afraid. Raise your hand. There's a lot of hands up. Let me ask this question. No, hold on. Hold those hands up again. Hold those hands up. You've heard somebody thinking about committing suicide. As your hands are raised up, every one of you men and women who have been verbally abusive, do you see these hands? These hands represent kids that you're stepping on their neck. And you think it's okay if one of them kill themselves? You know, in the state of Indiana, this year alone, the beginning of this school year to where we are right now, there are 7 students in the state of Indiana who started the school year with a heartbeat. You know where they are now? They're dead. D-E-A-D, dead. And one of their sole reasons when they did the studies and the research, they began to ask questions because they were verbally abused and made fun of. And they were willing to take the step. 7 kids have ended their life this year because of verbal abuse. And you know what? They were all young men. It's been all young men. Not even the young ladies, the young men. And you think it's going to be okay, huh? You think it's all fun and games. Until that comes and touches your school. Until all of those hands, raise your hands up again if you've heard someone talk about committing suicide. Raise your hands. You think it's all fun and games until one of these people that they represent actually does it. And you know what's going to happen? You'll come in here and every single one of you will bawl, you will cry, you won't know what to do with life because it will have touched your life. These are real issues.